as they know to only use their weapons for defense.
The first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Hornets have set the tone of the series up 2-1. Can they maintain their composure and take a commanding 3-1 lead? Now, the test awaits as they face off against the Philadelphia 76ers. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
It's Game 4 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. Glad you could join us today. And tonight, it'll be the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Look at the 76ers starting group. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Quentin Grimes out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Embiid in at the 5. And for Charlotte, Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Bridges out there with Knipple. And it's Diabate in at the 5 spot. As you take a look at Charlotte, Greg, they have home court now. What do they need to do to take advantage of this opportunity?
And Kevin, these are the games where, I feel like you need to make big shots because the teams are close. 1 or 2 plays either way could decide this thing. That's why you have to value every possession early.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
Maxey with it, and the swing on Bridges. Maxey, no good.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense is looking to generate is exactly that.
Here's Knipple. No good from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage.
To the paint. They get a hand on it. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
The opportunistic Bridges sees him falling asleep defensively. Up and over the top he goes.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Maxey against Ball. Maxey puts to Embiid. Outside. Takes a 3. Sinks the triple.
Boy, this is an area of his game that he has stepped up from his entry point into the league. Kelly Oubre is got to be taken seriously from downtown right now.
Now here is Miller. Shoots over Edgecombe. Miller, no luck.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
See on the wing. To the middle. Here's Edgecombe. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Unlike most young guards, Edgecombe would rather have it around the rim. Doesn't want to just chuck up Jays.
Outside, Ball. Out to Miller. Shoots the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Philadelphia's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Embiid gets the pick from Maxey. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. The Hornets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Here's Ball. Pass to Knipple. No good on the triple. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, over in the corner, Edgecombe. That's his second shot, and And his second basket, he's 2 for 2.
And when Edgerton is this set up, he usually is good to go. He'd rather shoot off the catch.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, the head coach for Charlotte gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about Joel Embiid specifically and what he wants his team to do against him. And Coach said, I want us to make life difficult for him. Every time he catches it in the post, I want us to push back and be physical with him. If he's out on the perimeter, I want to put a hand up on every single shot. Let's see his coach's message resonates. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie. That one goes in.
And right there, Embiid showing he's just too big and too skilled to stop.
On the wing, Bridges. Over Oubre. Bridges misses. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goals after the clock in the first quarter. Here's Edgecombe. Covered by Miller. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Charlotte trailing. Bridges sets the screen for Miller. Ball with a wide open look. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got his 4th assist on the night.
Another ball shot ready always.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
On defense, the Hornets. It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller. And so here is Philadelphia. They trail by 1. Now Grimes. Hasn't made one yet. Clock is at 3. Let's it 5 from 18. Oubre can't get it to go. Charlotte's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And stolen by Maxey. Shoots over Bridges. The 76ers again can't hit it. And it's the Hornets with the ball. Miller finds ball. Back to Miller. Just 5 to shoot. In the corner, it's Bridges. Ball from long range. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Brown. Unhindered, going all the way. Pinnacle with the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they made is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And here's Maxey. There's Embiid. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will return possession. Jordan's check in for the 76ers. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. Headshot, no good. And here's Sharp. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And he goes in for the top.
Beginning to take charge of this game. This could be a crucial point.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
The 76ers trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Edgecombe, covered by Miller. George with the screen on ball. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Hornets leading by 5. Left side, Miller. There's Ball with the 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. It came out on top in their last match on Wednesday.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. We love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. When you lose the possession and give up the 2 at the other end.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. To Drummond. And here's Maxey. 6 to shoot. It's up a 3. Miller grabs the miss.
Now, how about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
Here's Knible. Now, here's Bridges. Pass to Miller. Up the alley-oop pass, and stolen by Drummond. Poked away. Oh, and here we go now with Miller. Nobody back. Tries from 16. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
On the wing. Fires the 3. Bridges with the ball.
This has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
And the 76ers making a change here. Lowry's checked in. The 76ers trail by 7. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's his first foul. Hayes is checked in for Kyle Lowry. Number 16, Killian Hayes. Watford with it. Scoreless thus far. Here's Barlow. Watford with it. He's picked up by White. And that's Cotton Knible with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the 76ers. Kyle Lowry. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Pass to Watford. At the elbow, it's Drummond. 5 to shoot. He tries for 3.
And they've had chances to score inside, just unable to convert.
Drummond sets the screen for Lowry. Back to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Andre Drummond has attacked the glass offensively as long as he's been in the league. Boy, those second chance points come quickly to this guy.
Now, here is Miller. He has 5. White the pass to Miller. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And here's George. He'll bring it up to the 76ers. 7-point differential. Outside Lowry. And again, it's Philadelphia. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first quarter. Outside, White. Pass to Knippel. Shot clock at 6. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Here's Miller. And it's Lowry with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 7. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Boy, it is early to pick up that second foul.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in. Knippel comes in for Josh Green. Miller's checked in for James. And it's ball in for White. Edwards, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Hayes comes in for Kyle Lowry. Here's ball. That's good. It's Miller with the assist. Miller's got 6 assists now in the game.
What an electrifying game by LaMelo Ball. Is anyone more exciting than this young guy?
Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. And it's Knippel. And it's Diabate in at the force. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
The big guy attacking the rim. The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Charlotte.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
Miller the bounce pass. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Charlotte shooting that first shot from the stripe in this game. And he knocks down the first one.
One thing that impresses you about LaMelo, the way he reads defenses and makes the game easier for everyone around him.
Maxey's checked in for Hayes. He's perfect from the line this time.
Boy, when you watch this guy shoot free throws, you can see very repeatable motion, and that is what leads to this kind of consistency.
Pass to Embiid. Fades and shoots, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Here's Knippel. He's covered by Maxey. Now, here's ball. Charlotte, no good that time either. Inside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
You see, Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
The first one falls.
I think the experience Paul George possesses is so valuable to his team. This guy is such a seasoned vet.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Miller kicks the ball. Knippel with it. Radford on him. Knippel with the bucket. Now Maxey. Pass to Barlow. And beat the screen.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid hard to deny.
In the corner, Knippel with it. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got his 7th assist in the game.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much in the opening game. Get the ball to guys where they can score.
And the dunk by Embiid.
Domination, plain and simple. Embiid isn't holding back and is giving the defense all he's got.
Back to Miller. Pass the ball. Miller outside. 5 on the clock. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Embiid inside. 13 points in the game. Again, Philadelphia.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
Pass to Diabate. Back to Miller. Now Ball. Posts it up high.
LaMelo Ball has that basketball on an absolute string and always times his passes quite nicely.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. Here's the screen. Barlow passes to Maxey. Oh, and here we go now with Miller. Nobody back. He misses the wide open dunk. 76ers on 8 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they shot the ball. And here we go with Miller running up the court. And Miller throws it down hard.
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
Maxey finds George. Maxey with the screen on Miller. From deep, George. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And they get it back. On the wing, Miller. He's covered by Maxey. Kept alive. Ball dishes to Miller. Charlotte moving it around. Rocket 6. In the corner, Canepa with it. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers trailed by 12. Here's Watford. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Miller surveying the floor. To the wing right side. Puts up a deep 3. Knipple, no good.
Boy, they've done a good job overcoming his offensive struggles. He's got to be very thankful to his teammates.
Watford, that's good.
Boy, what a sweet pass. That one on time and on target.
Maxey against Ball. Down low. Here's Diabate.
I mean, maybe he could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Nice game. Great performance so far by LaMelo Ball.
And he continues to burn them with his scoring. And the coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. Here's Grimes. Still yet to score. Pass to Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. Maxey sets a screen for Edgecombe. 6 on the shot clock. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got 8 rebounds in this game. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Miles Bridges came up to elite athleticism. I'm going to show you his speed right there in transition.
The 76ers trail by 12. Maxey looking it over. High, arcing shot, and it's good on the way up. Grimes has got his first points of the night.
Sometimes your only option is to go to the floater, and that is money.
Here's Diabate. He's got 8. Here's Knipple. That's good. It's Miller with the assist. Miller's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Philadelphia has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Dash to Edgecombe. On target from 13 feet. Edgecombe's got 6 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And here's Miller. 10 points for him. Here's Diabate. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Boy, what a nice find for LaMelo Ball. You can tell this guy loves setting up his teammates.
Pass to Edgecombe. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
In the corner, Knipple with it. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Well, Knipple projects as an elite shooter whose range and quick release make him a constant threat.
Here's Edgecombe. He's covered by Ball. No one near Maxey as he lets it fall. Drills it from outside. Maxey's got his second basket of the night. Hornets leading by 11. Now here is Miller. Dash to Knipple. And stolen by Maxey. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That'll be his 3rd foul so far.
3rd foul of the half, and that's the risk you take.
That'll do it for the first half. Hornets lead by 8. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center.
Thanks for joining our halftime broadcast here in Game 4, where it's been a strong start for the Charlotte Hornets.
They've had a lot of success in transition, running for their lives like a turkey in November. Bark, bark, bark.
I don't know that that's a great comparison or a good turkey sound effect. Neither is that. And looking at where the Hornets stand in the series, they know a win would give them a big advantage in the series and take them one step closer to a postseason upset.
It's hard not to love an underdog, and I'm not talking about our underdog. I'm talking about this underdog. EJ, check this out. No easy wins here in the postseason. They need to stay on their A game.
And the most important games are often the toughest games to close out. So we just have to wait and see what happens.
That we will. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
His power is unbelievable, an intimidating force when he's at his best.
And so, in the game for the 76ers, in the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Joel Embiid out there with Oubre, and it's Grimes in at the small forward position. Clock at 6. Embiid wide open. Bridges with the board.
I go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Miller finds Ball. Miller with the ball. Back to Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you know how problematic LaMelo is for defenders. Always so willing to draw some contact.
The Hornets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. That's good from Ball.
One of those do-it-all kinds of players on the offensive end. The height of LaMelo Ball, 6'7". Boy, he's got a lot of advantages in the backcourt.
Ball hits them both. Now Maxey. Shoots from 12, and he nails the jumper. Maxey's got 7.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Miller kicks the ball. They set the pick. A 3-ball. Rebound by the 76ers. And Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. Hawkins passes to Maxey. Bridges against Cooper. Embiid is at the elbow. Shot clock at 6. On Rhodes. Maxey gets rebounded by Charlotte. Miller's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Back to Bridges. Oubre with the steal. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Two minutes into the second half of play now. Ball kicks to Bridges. Here's Ball. 16 points for him. Diabate.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
And Philadelphia has possession. It's a 10-point game. Maxey passes to Grimes. Pass to Maxey. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Here's Oubre. Bridges with the board.
Well, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Miller dishes the ball. Now, here is Miller. He's guarded by Grimes. Up high and stops the alley-oop.
Oh, Brandon Miller with the pretty feed.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Embiid gets to Maxey. And Grimes has it in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Maxey with the screen on Bridges. For 3. Oubre. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Kneppel. Bridges against Oubre. Ball from deep 3-point territory. Can't connect from long distance.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And here's Embiid. Defended by Bridges. A jumper. And Embiid in the bucket on the assist by Oubre. 17 points for Joel Embiid. And here is Ball. He's got 16. And it falls over the rim and in. And the Hornets lead by 12.
Well, just take what the defense gives you. If they concede the mid-range, LaMelo says, I like that shot.
Embiid with the screen on Ball. Here's Grimes. He's covered by Ball. Maxey with the screen on Bridges. Oubre, good.
But he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
Now, here's Ball. He's got 18. Over Maxey. Again, missing. The 76ers trail by 9. Inside. Maxey, no good.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
Pass to Knueppel. Oubre against Bridges. Ball from long range. Again, ball missing.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Edgecombe with it. 8 points for him. Down low. Embiid holds it down.
Making a play for his teammate there. Edgecombe showing his all-around game.
Charlotte leading by 7. Miller inside. Bridges outside. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Bridges got 10.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
The Hornets pull it in. Diabate's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Knueppel. Converts after the nice spin. And it's a 12-point Hornets lead.
Crossing enough. Knueppel with the handle.
To the paint. Stolen by Knueppel. And a fast break now for the Hornets. There's the line to Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
You gotta love his hustle. Leading the defense. No time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
The 76ers trail by 14. Now Maxey. 7 points in the game. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
With that being his 4th foul, does the offense now look to target this guy?
Both teams deciding to change it up. Pass to Barlow. Maxey against Miller. Shot clock at 5. And the foul called on Brandon Miller. That will be foul number 5 on him. Kobe White, he's checked in for Miller. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for Charlotte. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. There's 49 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here is Lowry. Shoots a 3. Bridges with the board. Bridges got 7 rebounds in the game. Edwards against Miller. Over Edwards. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for it. Lowry looking around. Right side George. Knocks down the 10-footer. George has got his 2nd bucket tonight. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We come back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we're with you again as our round 1 coverage continues. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Josh Green is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Knueppel and it's small forward. So that's the group out there for Charlotte.
After hitting a couple of threes in the first half, he hasn't had much going from distance.
Right side, ball. A 3-pointer, no good.
I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
Here's George. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Miller the basketball. From deep three-point land. And the Hornets miss again. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Down by 12.
Boy, that is how you protect the rim. That is A-plus defense.
Miller against Edwards. Shots good by Miller. And the Hornets lead by 15.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Sprays Embiid. Barlow passes to George. From the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
There is no doubt in the mind there of Paul George. What an answer.
Hornets leading by 12. Miller the pass to Bridges. Pass the ball. Over Lowry. And it's Ball. That time on the assist by Bridges. 20 points for LaMelo Ball.
I think one of the things that makes LaMelo Ball so dangerous is his confidence. The jumper is pure.
Just doing what he can. He's competing. He's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one at a high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up. He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half. He can get in.
And stolen by Miller. And now running up the court. Miller pushing it up. Good work here as it goes. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Hawks.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
But they've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Baseline J. And again, another assist.
And this is the best someone can run offense. Pinpoint passing, everyone involved. Every time he touches the ball, good things happen.
And he's now tied for the franchise record for assists in the game. It has been a masterful performance. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Diabate's checked in. Then for the 76ers, Brendan Watford comes in for Edwards. And next he subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Outside, Maxey. High post, Embiid. Shot from 12. Embiid owns the lane.
Boy, despite his efficiency, they just can't get over the hump.
And here's Miller. Outside, ball. From outside the arc. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Barlow's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Watford inside. Defended by Bridges. And here's Maxey outside. Hits the three-point bomb.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second 3 of the game.
Miller, no up.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Fires away from outside. Miller, no up. Here's Philadelphia. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Embiid, the pass to Barlow. George with no one around. On 76ers, another 3.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
From deep three-point territory. Miller with another miss. The 76ers trail by 6. Pass to George. And the foul called on Brandon Miller.
one.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. And now they're sitting on a commanding 3-1 lead. They've grabbed this series by the throat, Greg.
And Kevin, I don't think they're going to let it go. You can see the determination they had tonight. They don't want to drag this series out. They want to get this thing over with.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Brandon Miller.
The first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Charlotte Hornets have a lofty series lead with 3 wins. Will overconfidence be their undoing, or will their passion and determination help them prevail against the 76ers? Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
Round 1 in the East continues on 2K Sports. Tonight could bring this series to a conclusion or totally reshape it. We're ready for Game 5. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Knipple out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Diabate in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the 76ers, Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with George. And it's Embiid in at the center, locking down the middle. You take a look at Philadelphia. This team is reeling. Down 3-1 in the series, but they have a chance to gain some momentum.
Well, they definitely came out flat in this series, but with 2 of the final 3 games at home, they still have a chance.
Here's Knipple. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot 1 more at the line. Charlotte shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
tonight. It's Con Knippel.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense. That's another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Ball finds Miller. Sure, from three-point range.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
Maxey feeling it out a bit. Off target from outside.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot typically makes.
Bridges passes to Miller. Ball outside. Fires from deep. Paul George pulls down the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Edgecombe. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Oubre from the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, I like the way that Edgecombe plays. He looks for others first. A rare trait for a rookie.
Maxey against Ball. Jackson for three. It's hauled in by Oubre. Philadelphia's gone 1 or 2 from three-point land so far. Philadelphia moving it around. Pass to Edgecombe. Now Maxey. Shoots over Ball. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. The Hornets have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Pass to Embiid. Stolen by Miller. Here's Ball. Here's the three. He buries it from 3.
You have to stay in Ball's shirt out there or he will rise and fire.
Here's Edgecombe. George against Miller. Outside Oubre. Clock at 6. Embiid a screen on Bridges. And here's Oubre from the arc. Counted from distance. Oubre's got 6 points.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Here's the triple. There's the 3. Joel Embiid with the board.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Nice shot by George.
Love the balance of speed and physicality behind that drive by George.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. Coach told me, quote, our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball. He continued, not only is Ball a 3-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision. And we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there. Back to you, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And here's Knippel from the arc, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
The defenses have to chase Knippel off the three-point line, or he will just continue torching them from there.
Pass to Edgecombe. There's the drive, and he makes it on the layup.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Miller with it. To the inside. Put loose. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Edgecombe. Oh, deflected. Maxey finds Oubre. Back to Maxey. 5 on the clock. Out to Oubre. From deep. Drops in the 3. Oubre's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
The big story thus far, how well they shot the rock.
Ball passes to Miller. to the paint. Here's Embiid, and he buries his first look.
This is why they feed Embiid. His teammates trust his ability to get the job done.
And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And here's Miller. Out to the right wing. Here's Ball. Funny from 17 feet out. Ball's got 5 points.
Yeah, terrific work from the mid-range. Ball has an impressive feel when to take these shots.
Outside Oubre. Pass to Embiid. Here's Edgeko. Just 5 to shoot. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yeah, I like when Edgeko is aggressive like this inside because he's very skilled at converting from there.
Now Miller. Ball outside. Puts it up to 17. Rebound by Embiid.
And to put things simply, this has not been his goal.
Here's Edgeko. Pass to Maxey. Embiid, high post. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Diabate. Embiid covers. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game. White, he's checked in for Charlotte. Now here's Miller. Just 4 to shoot. From the elbow. Here's Diabate. Miller outside. Tries again. Barlow grabs the miss. Philadelphia leading by 10. Pass to Embiid. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 6 points for Joel Embiid.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's Miller. The shot, no good. Maxey with it. Pass to Barlow. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Tough move by Miller, having to absorb the foul while taking his shot.
Have a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Andre Drummond is checked in for Joel Embiid. Watford comes in for Paul George. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
Drummond, it's tipped. On the break. And he lobs it up top. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
And here are the Sixers now, following the bucket by the Hornets. Watford the pass to Grimes. Back to Watford. Philadelphia moving it around. For 3, Lowry knocks it down from distance. And the 76ers lead by 14.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
It's Miller with a drive. The 3, James. Second shot opportunity, and he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Charlotte shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. Hayes is checked in for Philadelphia. Miller hits them both. Philadelphia leading by 12. And here's Hayes. Here's Barlow. It's deflected.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter. And that's what you get from Brandon Miller. I mean, he can really whip passes there around the court.
Now Hayes. .136 left to play in the first. Inside. Outside Grimes. 6 to shoot. Here's Barlow. He's guarded by Bridges. Barlow misses. Hornets trail by 10. White finds Miller. Out to James. And a miss there on the triple.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
And there's a pick. Here's Grimes. Nails it from three. And the 76ers lead by 13.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Here's Miller. He hits that one. 2 for 5 now.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
Watford outside. Pass to Drummond. 35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Miller. Give him 8 points now. Now here's White. And the deficit down inside single digits.
Confident stroke from White. Never a bad idea to set that guy up.
And there's the foul. It's on Kobe White. That's his first foul of the game.
Substitution for the 76ers.
15 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Grimes. Puts up a deep three. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They built this lead by tacking on that extra point at the end of possessions. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And let's get you back onto the court for more of this pivotal Game 5. And looking at what we've seen from Philadelphia, what do you guys think?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
The Sixers lead by 8. On the George against Green. Ball outside. Uncovered. And that's good for 2. Ball's got 12 now in this quarter.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Pass to Oubre. And here's Embiid. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
The offensive success is due in part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Miller left side. Redco again, Charlotte.
That's a guy you want
Philadelphia now. They've led by as many as 14. Maxey against ball. Outside Oubre. Pass to Embiid. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it to George. Let's go with a 3. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. George has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
There's no surprise that PG knocked that down.
Ball outside. And he lobs it up. Oubre with a steal. Ball against Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Puts up the 8-footer. Blocked. And it's the Hornets on the break. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
Here's Edgecombe. Now Maxey. Pounded by Ball. Elbow shot. And George gets it to go on the assist by Maxey. And that's now 9 points for Paul George. Miller on the wing. And his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Getting comfortable in the second quarter. His efficiency is finally on the rise.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Andre Drummond is checked in for Joel Embiid. Philadelphia leading by 5. Drummond with the ball. Still without a bucket. Pass to Edgecombe. Philadelphia moving it around. And George with the jam.
I like when George finishes with authority, leaving no room for error.
And here's Miller. He's got 14. Now here's Ball. Maxey covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot is up. Goes back up. Back to Miller. Ball left side. And out of bounds, the 76ers will take it.
Boy, that was bad. It was like they were running different plays.
Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Maxey against Ball. Maxey passes to Drummond. Here's Edgecombe. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And now it's a 9-point 76ers lead. And there's 1:38 left in the first half. There's Ball with a 3 from distance. LaMelo Ball.
His 3rd shot from downtown this quarter. 4 for the game.
Pass to Edgecombe. Now Oubre. Now Drummond. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Oubre. And the basket is good. And the 76ers lead by 8. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. Out to Bridges. against Green. Pass to Maxey. Oubre on the wing. Down low. Here's George. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. And that's 13 points from Paul George. Miller, right side. Over Edgecombe. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. 16 points for Brandon Miller.
And they seem to have found a nice groove here in the second period.
Ball against Maxey. 12 seconds left to play in the half. Shot clock at 6. This one for 3. That one doesn't drop. Joel Embiid, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Philadelphia 76ers. He put together 10 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from Cleveland. Their next shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Hello, everybody. We're halfway through Game 5, and things are looking good for the Philadelphia 76ers.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
Taking a look at the situation for the Philadelphia 76ers. At home, but down 3-1 in the series. Not a position they expected to be in, Shaq. What needs to happen to win the final 3 games of the series?
Let me go first, Ernie. Let me go first.
Oh,
They got to play with a lot of energy every minute they're on the court. And if they want to survive, it's going to take everything they've got.
Listen, they're great in the regular season, but the playoffs is a whole different animal.
Like, what kind of an animal?
A liger.
What's a liger?
Lion and a tiger. Very rare.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
He knows that that's a strength for him. If they're going to keep fouling, he has no problem taking that.
Here's Maxey. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Joel Embiid. And it's George in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Embiid, a screen on Ball. Back to Embiid. Embiid elevates!
The offensive arsenal of Embiid is phenomenal. He's capable of scoring a multitude of ways.
Miller outside. To the middle. Oh, a little luck that time as it drops. Miller's got 18. So it's Philadelphia now. They've led by as many as 14. Ball against Maxey. Embiid passes to Maxey. Embiid is screen on Ball. 5 to shoot. Here's Maxey. Diabate grabs the board. Diabate's got 4 rebounds now.
Yeah, a sign of things to come, hopefully. I mean, once Miller gets going, he is capable of dominating games.
Maxey passes to Oubre. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Embiid finds Oubre. Beyond the arc. for 13 so far.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Outside Maxey. Pass to Edgecombe. Stolen by Miller. It's a one-on-one situation. Oh, no good.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Maxey passes to Oubre. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. That's to Diamante. Here's Knipple. The three ball gets the 3 to fall. Knipple's got 11 points.
Bang, bang, as they say. Knipple with the quick release off the catch.
Here's Edgecombe, guarded by Miller. Now here's Maxey. Embiid, a screen on ball. And it's Maxey missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
Now here's Miller. 22 points for him. Nice passing by Charlotte here. There's ball with a 3. It's hauled in by Oubre. The Sixers lead by 3. Maxey with it. He has 6. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Now here's Miller. For Edgecombe. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Miller's got 24 points.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. So it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. They've led by as many as 14. And there's the foul. It's on Kobe White. That'll be a second foul of the game. Pass to Edgecombe. There's the triple. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist. Embiid's got 5 assists tonight.
Oh, you know everyone comes into the league with a 3-shot now. And Edgecombe is, of course, no exception.
Now here's Miller. 24 points for him. Out left to the wing. Outside White. 5 on the clock. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Philadelphia leading by 6. Fast break, Philadelphia. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Man, Edgecombe had to feel good there in the open court.
Here's Miller. Jams it in off a great move.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Hornets trail by 6. Bridges outside. Has to Knipple. And here's Miller. Oh, there's the alley. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 for 9 from the floor in the third quarter. And here is Maxey. 6 points for him. Inside. There's the steal. And it's the Hornets on the break. It's intercepted. Oubre with room to shoot. Here's Embiid. Embiid just too tall inside.
Hammering the offensive glass. Embiid putting that big size to use.
Hornets trail by 8. White looking it over. Pass to Miller. Here's Knipple. Takes the three. On target from range. Knipple's got 14 points for the game.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
And I bet he's thinking that he could close the gap completely if he can keep those threes coming.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Maxey against White. Embiid passes to Maxey. Embiid a screen on White. Here's Maxey outside. Miller pulls it in. Miller's got 7 rebounds in the game.
He's been up. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
He's gotten a little too sloppy, turning the ball over twice in the last 3 minutes. These mistakes can really start to add up.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Both teams making substitutions here. And some changes here for the 76ers. Drummond comes in for Joel Embiid. And it's Lowry in for Tyrese Maxey. Brandon Miller's checked in for Charlotte. Lowry, the pass to Drummond. Back to Lowry. Oh, got a piece of it. White with the steal. He's all alone. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Hustling up the court, White takes advantage of that uneven floor spacing.
Here's Lowry. That one goes. Count it. Lowry's got 5 now.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for him?
Miller outside. Here he goes. Oh, yes. Throw it down. Oh, and he goes in for the dunk.
And that's how Miller can take his game to the next level, by being aggressive and attacking the basket.
Now here's Lowry. He's got 5. Watford right side. Pass to Grimes. 2 points. That one goes. 5 points in the game.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
White pass to Miller. Out to Bridges. Now Miller. 1:41 left to play in the third quarter. And that one drops. Miller's got 16 in the second half.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Here's Barlow. He's guarded by Bridges. Watford with a screen. Barlow passes to Drummond. 3 on the clock. Here's Grimes. That's good. And so Lowry with the assist. Grimes has got 5 points now this quarter.
And just a shrewd pass by Lowry. He has a gift for seeing what's happening on the floor and finding shooters.
Miller can't get it to go.
He hit 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't had anything since.
And they pick up 2. And now it's an 8-point Philadelphia lead. And White has got the ball here for Charlotte. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Quentin Grimes.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
That free throw no good. Diabate's checked in for Charlotte. Ball comes in for White. Good on the second one. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Watford outside. To the inside. Here's Grimes. Banked it in off the glass. Grimes has got 12.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Miller uses the glass on the layup. Miller's got 35 in the game.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Lowry, the pass to Grimes. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Miller. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Philadelphia on top, leading by 5. We've got more in store for you right after this. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. On the floor for Charlotte, Ball and Miller at the 1 and the 2. Miles Bridges is out there with Knipple, and it's Diabate in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. All no good.
This is the definition of forcing. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And the bucket is good. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And here's Charlotte. Pass to Miller. Lets it go from deep. Here's Diabate. Nice work on the boards, paying off for the basket.
At this stage of the game, the offensive rebounding and putback is massive. It feels like a 4-point swing.
No question, it's a big impact play. Credit to him for working hard to find that opportunity.
Now here's Grimes. Here's Barlow. Embiid is straight on Bridges. Baseline drive. The putback. Knipple with the rebound. Hornets trail by 5. Here's Miller. And a two-handed jam.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Knocked away. Pass to Grimes. Here's Barlow. Back to Grimes. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easy.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
It's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now here's Miller. Screen by Bridges. Miller, the pass to Bridges. And another basket for Charlotte.
The way they've hit the offensive boards in the second half, you would think they're the team that's leading.
Ball against Hayes. Hey, puts up a 3. The Hornets pull it in. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Miller. And another one.
He's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. And the 76ers making a change here. Maxey's checked in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort, and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Miller's got rebound number 8 now. Down low to take the lead. A shot by Diabate, no good. The 76ers have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. And the shot goes down. Grimes has got 15 points in just the second half.
Can't ask for a better look at the game of the Mavericks.
Now ball. Miller left side. Pass to Diabate. The three from Ball. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Yeah, it feels like he's forcing things. Look what happened. He's trying to help his team.
Here's Ball. Embiid covers. Maxey against Miller. Oh, some serious power to finish that one off.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
Maxey against Ball. Three-pointer. And it's Maxey missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Miller. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. The 76ers have gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter. And it's good. 2 points.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Now here's Ball. Miller outside. To the paint. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. He goes up, and the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing we need to happen around the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating pass.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
Watford the pass to Barlow. Outside Maxey. Hits the three-pointer. And now it's an 8-point Philadelphia lead.
Didn't get a 3 in the first half, but now he's on the board with his first triple of the game.
Little right side. Pass to Knipple. Will it go? Barlow grabs the miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Grimes' shot is off. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. And he's going for the oop here. Hammers the lob through.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up. Philadelphia leading by 6. Pass to Grimes. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
The first free throw is good. Oubre, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Edgecombe comes in for Watford. And a change for the Hornets. White's checked in. Hornets trail by 7. Miller with it. Grimes covering. And Grimes pulls it down. Grimes has got 4 rebounds in the game. George, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Outside Oubre. Embiid passes to Oubre. Lets the 3 fly. Hornets with the rebound.
I'm going to say he hasn't found the same success here in the second half compared to what we saw from him in the first.
Maxey against Miller. A fadeaway. Miller's got 45 points.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
Pass to Diabate. Miller outside. Now here's White. Paul George pulls down the board.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
And there's the foul. It's on Kobe White. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
Now at 4 fouls in the game, he'll start to have to be a little bit more careful with his defense the rest of the way.
Here's Embiid. Inside. Here's Oubre. It's hauled in by White. Hornets trail by 8. Miller outside. He drives in. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Kelly Oubre picks one up.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
Miller, 2 shots.
And so he hits both. Philadelphia leading by 6. Outside Maxey. Here's George. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Embiid's got his 6th assist of the night.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot. Not one.
Now here's Miller. Franco. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Miller's got 49 in the game.
Hey, he's doing everything he can to keep them afloat.
Outside Maxey. Outside Oubre. Clock at 6. Book it! Straight in!
And as the rookie edge cone gets stronger, these baskets should become more routine. Just nice focus on that finish.
Now here's Miller.
From Knipple, the youngster, ready for a big moment.
Outside Embiid. Oh, Embiid imposing his will.
This has been the story of the game. A battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Miller, he'll bring it up for the Hornets. An 8-point game. Jacks up a 3. It's money from deep.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
And the defense has to know that taking away his three is the #1 priority, and he's hurt them all game long. With that shot, it makes no sense. Nothing is going his way in this half offensively, and he's having a hard time finding his shot.
Cleared away by Embiid. Philadelphia leading by 5. Here's Maxey. Clock at 6. Tries the spin move. Now George. And he buries the jumper.
And BG is on one tonight. Getting the looks that he wants and taking it to the defense.
Hornets trail by 7.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points and they need them back.
And if I were them, I'd start thinking about where I'm going to get food after the game, because this one looks a bit out of reach.
Here's Knipple. Outside Bridges from downtown. cleared away by Embiid. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
Outside Maxey. Miller comes with a double. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go.
Watching Tyrese Maxey grow as a player has been special. He's constantly adding new wrinkles to the game, improving his skill set on both sides of the ball.
Now here's Miller. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball fires. The three is off. So it's Philadelphia picking up the win. Many league observers were starting to count them out, but tonight's effort gives them a chance to turn the tide.
It will be a major league comeback. Can they really take 2 more games in this series? I have my doubts, but we'll see.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Joel Embiid.
The first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Hornets are staring right in the face of a Game 6 showdown. Do they have the fortitude to close out the series? Now is their time to try and avoid a Game 7 against the Philadelphia 76ers. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
It's been an absolute war out there. Neither side giving in. Both want to advance to the next round. It's the Eastern Conference Playoff Game 6, right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. Look at the 76ers starting group. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Paul George is out there with Kelly Oubre, and it's Embiid in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Charlotte, Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Miles Bridges is out there with Knipple, and it's Diabate in at the 5. As you take a look at Charlotte, up 3-2 at home, they couldn't have put themselves, Greg, in a better position against a very difficult team.
And this, Kevin, is the type of game, if you let it slip away, it is going to haunt you forever. You don't want to go on the road for a Game 7. You've got to take care of business here tonight.
Now here's Embiid. And he gets the bucket.
And sometimes Joel Embiid is just that good. He can be unstoppable.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. I asked him what he told his guys before going up against Joel Embiid, and he said, quote, I told them to get into him. Always get a hand up and do your best to guard without fouling. Embiid excels at baiting defenders, give him 3 points at the line. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Off target with his three. Here's the Hornets with the ball. And it's Miller penetrating. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And Miller moves well for a guy his size and finds the shot there off the gut.
To the right side. Demetri. Oubre against Bridges. Oubre gets to Jordan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They come into this one after losing on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, that's the big challenge. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
Here's Miller. Nails the 16-footer. Miller's got his second bucket of the night.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability coming out.
Maxey on the wing. He's covered by Ball. Ball against Maxey. Makes it off the glass.
And that's the thing about Maxey. He is wiry strong. You see him there, absorb the contact, stay on balance, and finish.
Pass to Miller. Oubre with the steal. Here's Edgecombe. Covered by Miller. Connects from three-point range. Maxey's got 5.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here is Miller. To the middle. Here's Diabate. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
And the passing ball displays night in and night out is impressive. He takes pride in his ability to facilitate.
Now, here's Maxey. He has 5. Oubre. No one's around him. And it's off from three-point range. Charlotte trailing. Miller outside. Pass to Kneppel. Back to Miller. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, he's cooking now. That's 3 out of 4 here at the start.
Here's Edgecombe. Covered by Miller. And B with the screen on Miller. Down low. And B runs it down.
How about making a play for his teammate there? Edgecombe showing his all-around game.
Ball, the pass to Bridges. Ball with it. Still without a basket. Fader on the way. Takes a big high pass and goes in.
He has come out with a scorer's mentality. 4 of 5 to start. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Here's Edgecombe. Covered by Miller. To the post. Oh!
A little bit of showing off there from Embiid.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Miller the bounce pass. Ball. Now Miller. 8 points for him. Pass to Kneppel. Launches it. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Quite simply, you need to run Kneppel off his shot. He's too good with the catch and shoot.
Maxey against Ball. Maxey passes to Embiid. Oubre for 3. And the 3-ball is good.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back in the lead.
Now, here's Maxey. He has 5. And a fast break now for the Hornets.
Oh, man!
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
The 76ers trail by 4. To Embiid. The shot by George, wide open. Misses the three.
And I thought that was going to drop. Looked good from here.
Here's Diabate. To the inside. Deflects the pass. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Embiid.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. The Hornets shooting their first free throw of the evening. Some changes for Philadelphia. Arlo's checked in, and it's Quentin Grimes in for Edgecombe. Now, here's Maxey. Inside, here's Grimes. And Miller with the block.
And good length and athleticism give Miller an advantage at the defensive end.
Pass to Kneppel. Fires from deep. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the rebound, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Philadelphia moving ball. Embiid sets the pin for Maxey. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Now Miller. Here's the lob to the hoop. Can't complete the alley-oop. The 76ers trail by 7. Pass to Grimes. And George kicks to Maxey. Now here's Embiid. Now Grimes. Just 4 to shoot. Another miss by Philadelphia. And now running up the court. Miller pushing it up. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning. He is going to hammer it home.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Some changes here for the 76ers. Andre Drummond's checked in for Embiid. Trendon Watford. The 76ers trailed by 3. So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, he's out there with Quentin Grimes. Then there's Trendon Watford. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Barlow in at the 4. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. That will not get it done. He's 0 for 2.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's him. He's covered by Ball. To Embiid. Embiid is just too strong inside.
Well, he's just an elite scorer. Embiid unstoppable.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Miller the pass to Ball. Miller sets a screen for Ball. Elliott with a triple. The 76ers trail by 3. Here's Grimes. Hits it to tie the game up. Grimes has got 7.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And Kneppel now top of the key. Offline from the high post.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
Pass to Grimes. Here's a good screen. the pass to Barlow. And here's Hayes. He's covered by Ball. And Reed sets the pitch from Hayes. Shoots over Ball. Hayes, no good. Charlotte has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer on the way. Another three for Philadelphia. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Philadelphia.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
If Embiid gets the ball anywhere close to the hoop, it's an automatic dunk.
Back to Ball. Down low. Here's Diabate. He falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. 9 points in the game so far.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the league already here is
and leading the screen. Back to Hayes. Stolen by Ball. Here he goes. And Ball slams it in. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with them. The 76ers making a change here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Edwards. Back to Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Driving to the basket. The Hornets pull it in.
Well, the defense is solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Miller, no luck. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 and step beyond the arc in the second quarter. Got a piece of it. Charlotte moving the ball around. Charlotte needs to get a shot. Offensive rebound.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
Here's Grimes. Covered by Miller. To Maxey. For the three. The 76ers with another miss. Charlotte leading by 3. Here's Miller. And it's Grimes with the rebound. Grimes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And stolen by Miller.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And here's Maxey. He's got 5. Pass to Embiid.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit it at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Arlo's checked in, and it's Paul George in for Edwards. Here's Embiid. 15 points in the game. Grimes passes to George. Embiid sets the pick for George. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Ball surveying the defense. It's Miller on the wing. He's guarded by Klein. He gets that one. And now a 7-point Hornets lead.
His efficiency throughout this game has really been something, and his team has been able to succeed in large part because of it.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Bridges is checked in for the Hornets. Kelly Oubre is checked in for Philadelphia. Edgecombe comes in for Quentin Grimes. To the middle, here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He goes on Knippel.
Yeah, Paul George is the consummate professional. Some nights he's the alpha, and then some nights he can understand he has to take on a secondary role.
The first free throw is good.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Miller with the ball. 12 points for him. And really deep through that time. Ball's got 8 points.
How many times have we seen the possession like that from him today? Into the basket, coming off a quick play.
Miller grabs the miss.
He had the right idea going to the fadeaway, but the defender stayed right on it.
And Ball slams it in.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
It's really a team effort out there right now. It's great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
Pass to Edgecombe. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And with his diverse game and 6'9" frame, Brandon Miller can score in bunches. And on nights like tonight, it's really hard to get someone to match up with.
Now Maxey. He has 5. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Embiid.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
On the wing, George. Pass to Edgecombe. Embiid in the corner. Pocket 6. Here's Edgecombe. He has yet to score, and Embiid slows it down.
Embiid is owning the offensive glass right now, using his size to dominate inside.
Miller outside, shoots over Edgecombe. Miller, no up.
That's great shot selection, just poor execution. If you're going to take those mid-range shots, you've got to knock them down.
It's George on the wing. He gets the George. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Takes it inside. And he bends in the lane. Edgecombe's got his first bucket in this one.
So fast and powerful. Edgecombe's drive, so explosive.
Here's Miller out to the right wing. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. PJ Edgecombe picks one up. The Hornets have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. First free throw is good. Some changes for Charlotte. James comes in for Knippel. And it's Kobe White in for Ball. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Pass to Drummond. In the corner, it's Oubre. There's the three. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
A legitimate sniper from distance. Love seeing Oubre Jr. shoot it with such precision.
Miller. Nice shot from the wing. Miller's got 18 points in the game.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. He needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
To the three. And finished off by Oubre.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy's determined to finish.
Miller outside. 1:56 left to play in the first half. Edgecombe with the steal. Now the 76ers on the break. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Running the floor, Edgecombe made sure he wasn't getting caught on the break.
Miller surveying the floor. And Miller throws it down home.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Maxey against one. He passes to Jordan. Running with the screen on one. And deep Maxey outside for George. Pass to Oubre. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Miller, and he can't bank that one in. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's George. Second chance shot, and the layup is good. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, Paul George not content to just hang out on the perimeter. He attacked the lane right there.
Miller outside. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. 76ers trailing. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Maxey passes to Oubre. That puts them in the lead. And that's 12 points for Kelly Oubre.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here is Miller. 20 points for him. Right side, White. Back to Miller. That will count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. A big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for the Philadelphia 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break.
Hey folks, Game 6 looks like a nail-biter for the Charlotte Hornets.
You see their offense flowing tonight, especially in transition. Maybe all those extra practice drills are paying off.
Their coaching staff has to be pleased with the pace. And looking at where the Hornets stand in the series. Guys, a chance for them to close out the series.
Yep, that's right, Ernie. But these games are tough. I mean, those other guys, they're fighting for their lives out there.
Yeah, so you got to get on them early. Come out strong and dominate like I always did. Don't give them the slightest hope.
Well, I, for one, am hoping for a good game. Don't take the hope away from me, Shaq. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. Brandon Miller has been sensational.
There must be ice water in his veins. It's such an important game, and he plays superb basketball in that opening half.
Well, this is what he does. When the stage is biggest, he runs to the light.
The 76ers leading. Ball is the point with Miller on the wing. Bridges out there with Knipple. And it's Diabate in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Hornets 5. And here's Maxey outside.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Embiid with the steal. And Jordan, that ball, nice speed that time from Jordan. Oubre's got the lead up to 3 now for the 76ers. And here's Miller. There's the pick. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Embiid with the steal. Maxey feeling it out a bit. Pass to Edgecombe. Ball against Embiid. Here's Edgecombe. Buries it from three-point range. Now it's a 6-point 76ers lead.
Now look how Edgecombe can get it going from deep.
Miller outside. Pass the ball. Launches a 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside, Maxey. Oubre outside. He's looking for Embiid.
Well, you guys get to the line the way Embiid does.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw.
And the physicality Embiid brings to the table is awfully difficult to match. He knows how to use that 7-foot frame.
Good on the second free throw. Hornets trail by 7. Miller dishes the ball. The call will be against VJ Edgecombe. That'll be his second foul of the game. And so here's Charlotte. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Back to Miller. 6 on the shot clock. Lays it up off the glass. Miller's got 22 points.
And more than just a jump shooter. Miller's very good at radio. Rare quality for a league these days.
To Embiid. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Edgecombe, covered by Miller. And here's Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over ball. Good on the baseline, Jay. Maxey's got 7 points in the game.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Pass the ball. Back to Miller. Out left to the wing. Shoots. Second chance effort. And there's a nice layup inside by Bridges. He's got 6.
You just can't teach that side. Bridges has the wingspan, those broad shoulders. Just a tremendous rebounder for a win.
Up top, Maxey. He's covered by Ball. And he with a screen on Ball. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Whatever they said at halftime, it is working. They look super confident out there.
Miller with the ball. 22 points for him. Puts it up. Ball no good. The 76ers leading by 7. Now Maxey. To the inside. It's deflected. That's the free fly. And Knipple with the basket on the assist from Miller. Miller's got his 7th assist here tonight. And so Oubre with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Pass to Maxey. The three from George. Drops in the tray.
And that last three must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Here's Miller. Knuckle wide open and he fires. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Lamb.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
There's Embiid. It's tipped. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in. James comes in for Knipple. Brandon Miller, he's checked in for Green. And it's White in for Ball. There's the lob to Bridges. Throws down the alley-oop slide.
And you can put Miller on either side of that pick and roll action. He has a terrific IQ.
56 seconds left to play in the third. Lowry looking around. Drummond with a screen on one. Here's Lowry, and he could not get that one to go. Not a contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, easy call.
The 76ers have shot 75% of the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry.
And you know, Lowry, the consummate floor general, his leadership on the court and in the locker room really brings this team together and makes them an effective unit.
Charlotte's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes. Miller outside for the lead, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Grimes. Down to the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Miller outside. Over Grimes. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Miller's got 24. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Philadelphia ahead, up by 2. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
NBA playoff round 1. Thanks for joining us as we get back to the action on the court. And so in the game for the 76ers, they've got Lowry. He's out there with Quentin Grimes. And Embiid is out there with Trendon Watford. And it's Barlow in at the 4 spot. Watford passes to Barlow. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
I like their defense tonight. And we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. Like you can really change the game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
And he misses the second one as well, so he's 0 for 2 that time.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Grimes with it, and Miller picking him up. Pass to Barlow. Embiid with a screen on James. Here's Barlow. The shot's good. Barlow's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the 76ers.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Good on the 3-point shot. Miller's got 27.
He's reason Miller went so high in the grab. His three-point stroke is exactly what you want in a line.
To Embiid. Outside Lowry. Back at 6. Tries from 10. The shot by Watford, no good.
Well, that's a good high percentage shot. He just couldn't convert.
Here's Diabate. Now, here is Miller. To take the lead. He lays it in. Miller's got 9 points here in the second half. Time running low, guys, and somebody's got to win this one.
Yeah, well, he knows. Overtime in this one. It's been that kind of
high post, Embiid. And it's Gannett. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Gannett checked in for the Hornets. All comes in for Kobe White. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Hayes is checked in. Here's Grimes. Pass to Embiid. 4 on the shot clock. On the top of the key, Diabate grabs the board. The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter start. Miller outside. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Grimes. Now here's it. Inside. There's Embiid. In close. Embiid gets it to fall.
looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
And here's Miller. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Grimes has got 6 rebounds in the game. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal spin.
Now, this is a guy the coaches trust. He's so deliberate with the ball in his hands.
Maxey's checked in for Hayes. Miller with the ball. Driving inside. And he slams it down. Right on top of Joel Embiid.
How about this move by Miller? Using the pick and roll to create some space for himself.
And dunked by Watford.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see, and it came this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Now Miller outside, ball. Miller outside, another steal. Here's Grimes, hits it from three-point range. And it's a 4-point Philadelphia lead.
Yeah, 3 triples already for him. That's his second of the quarter. This could be a huge night for him.
And the first one drops. And the 76ers making a change here. Edwards is checked in. Both free throws good for Miller. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Their biggest lead of the game was not. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game. That's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. Charlotte on D. A 2-point game. Edwards finds Grimes. Back to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Miller against Maxey. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Miller outside. To the wing on the left. Here's Knipple. A in, coming off an assist from Miller. Miller's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
And that's 4 from deep on the night, with 3 of them coming in his half.
Here's Barlow. Embiid with a screen on Bridges. Barlow passes to Edwards. Here's Maxey. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To tie it up. Pass to Diabate. It's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Miller.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
Now, here is George. Got a piece of Bridges with the steal. Here's Miller. And Miller throws it down hard.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow.
Maxey against Ball. Maxey gets to Uber. The 76ers again can't hit it.
Yeah, that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he cuts the space. Outside, George. Back to Maxey. Openly around the run. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Bridges has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Embiid with the steal. Outside, George.
Well, Paul George understands how to draw contact on his way to the rim. He earns a trip to the line.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for sure.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
And the first one at the line is good. And both free throws good for Paul George. Charlotte's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Bridges deciding where to go with it. Pass to Diabate. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The 76ers have gone 5 of 11 in the fourth quarter. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Explosive in that painted area. Edgecombe can just rise above any type of resistance.
Ball finds Miller. Shot clock at 6. Charlotte moving it around. A 3. Hands it from downtown. Miller's got 40 points.
And nice mechanics from Miller there. Ready to fire as that pass was coming.
Edgecombe with it. Oubre outside. To Embiid. It's blocked. They get it back. Maxey, that's a 2-pointer. That's in. Coming off the assist from Embiid. Maxey's got 24.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
And here's Miller. From outside. That one misses. Here's Maxey. To take the lead. Bridges with the rebound. Charlotte in the lead. Miller. Off the glass.
And I bet he wishes they could play this team every night. Things are going great out there offensively.
Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Esco. Covered by Miller. Maxey. And here's the three.
And you see the maturation of Tyrese Maxey. These big moments don't faze him at all.
Here's Miller.
2 minutes remaining.
Puts it up from 17. And good. There's another.
And talk about coming up huge. What a performance.
He's nearing the franchise record for most points in a playoff game. This guy is hot. George will go around. Just fighting the clock. Knocked down the three.
Well, that is a big bucket. Right there, Paul George understanding exactly what his team needed.
1:30 left to play in the final quarter. Miller. Embiid there for the rebound.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
And Ball with the block.
And great effort defensively from Ball. Timing the rejection perfectly.
Went right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. 59 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. There's the three. That shot, no good. Charlotte's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Here's Ball. Now Miller. For 3. Embiid with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was on.
Nice use of the glass.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Now Miller. He takes it in. Count it.
Yeah, he found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim. Goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Well, given the scenario here, how do you approach this next possession?
And guys, it all comes down to this. One shot to win the game. They have just enough time to run a play that'll lead to a catch and shoot here on the inbound. Maybe one quick pass and then get it up.
No good. And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. It took them 6 games to do it, Greg, but they finally asserted themselves and move on to round 2.
I think it benefits a team to have a competitive series in round 1. It gets those playoff juices kind of flowing, if you will, prevents any kind of complacency from setting in.
Well, that'll do it for now. You can join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Brandon Miller.
Just don't understand where we went wrong. I gave you my heart, I gave you my soul, I gave you. As a matter of fact, I was the one who said I loved you first. It was about 8 years ago. Don't act like you don't know. We were sitting at home in your mama's living room, 'cause we couldn't be alone. See, your mama knew I was something else. She knew how I felt back then. We were in school, and that's your favorite excuse. Growing up, I was a fool, and I can't lie, I'm missing you. Listen and don't trip. I think I need a bottle with a genie in it. Here's my wish list. First one, I would create a heart-changing love. Second one, I'll take yours and fill it all up.